Hey Laura, this is Daniel Davidson. I was hanging out with Seth in Berkeley the other night, and they had some really good things to say about you, and so I just wanted to call and see if you would want to go out on a date sometime, and maybe we could grab dinner one night this week or something. So if you are interested, give me a call back and we can figure out a time, and if not, just feel free to just ignore this, but I hope to talk to you soon.
I stumbled upon a text that I received from Laura. This was about 4 weeks into them dating. And she said, Jana, this may be premature, but last night I was like, Daniel may be my guy. As any good friend would ask, what made you think that? This is what she had to say. We just had really great conversations over the past few days, and I just want to be around him. Like, this sounds so dumb, but I count down the hours till I get to talk to him and see him in the evenings. Ha ha ha, IDK.
I have an 11-month-old daughter at home. She means the world to me. If she brought home a guy like Daniel Davidson and said that she was going to marry him, I'd be stoked.
Things are just better with Daniel Brown. He brings a sense of calm to his family. He doesn't get rattled. He's positive, trustworthy, and a responsible young man of integrity that I am so proud of.
But one of my favorite memories with Daniel was senior year, the homecoming pep rally. We got to do a dance, Daniel and I, in front of the entire school. And so, as a couple, I got to be the lovely lady in a long dress, and Dan played himself, leading us in a Texas two-step. But there I was at this dance. Daniel just flipped me. I looked in his eyes. I'm like, I'm the only woman in Dan's life, and I'll ever be. But little did I know, Miss Laura Hogan was out there.
Mom, I'm the crush. She would always tell me that Laura looks up to you so much. And I never knew what that really looked like or whatever, but I couldn't disagree more. I look up to you.
Beautiful.
This is going to sound kind of weird, but I don't remember this story, and Daniel certainly isn't going to remember it either. Because this story was told by my grandmother a lot. She says, Connor, I remember. I don't know what was going on, but there were 2 kids, and it was your birthday, and they were messing with you. That Daniel Davidson kid, he came to your defense. And that day I could tell that Daniel Davidson kid had a really, really good heart. He did that. He came to my defense purely because it was the right thing to do. Because God had blessed him with a heart and a sense of caring to love on the people, defend the people, protect the people that he cared for, and do what was right, just straight up. And Laura, I have to tell you tonight, that same kid, that first grader, that is the exact same person who will be waiting for you tomorrow at the end of that aisle.
Gracious God, your word says
that in your presence there is fullness of joy. And so surely you're in this place with us tonight, because in this room it is all joy.
Ask them to face you all now. Because the marriage of Daniel Benjamin Davidson and Laura Gail Hogan both unites their families and creates a new one. And they've asked me to ask you for your blessing. So will all of you, by God's grace, do everything in your power to uphold and care for these two persons in their marriage? And if so, please respond, we will. Awesome.
So I did a little bit of reading about what a blessing is. I'm not sure I really understood. Tony Evans says this way: he compares a parent's blessing to their children as giving a young tree rich soil to grow in. So, Daniel and Laura, your parents want to give you our sincere blessing. We want to honor and share our favor upon you. Do we have anything a little stiffer than this? We want to celebrate this marriage that God has put together. We want you to know we stand behind you, ready to support you in every way we can.
Daniel, you may kiss your bride. Family and friends, it's my great honor and privilege to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Benjamin Davidson.
So Laura, this is kind of weird, but there's a movie, As Good as It Gets. When Jack Nicholson is proposing to Helen Hunt, he tells her, "You make me want to be a better man." Well, Laura, your positive attitude, integrity, and genuinely sweet spirit encourage Daniel to be a better man, and you inspire all of us that you know, including your students at TCA, to want to be better people. I'm thrilled to have you as a colleague in the middle school at TCA and a daughter-in-law. Thanks for loving my son well. We'll welcome him to the family with open arms.
Marriage can be challenging, but marriage can also be glorious. And I know you guys will make the most out of it. Be quick to laugh. Always seek counsel when you need it. Pray when it gets hard. Pray when it's good. Praise God throughout.